recent years.
Yeah, it finally felt good to be able to throw a ball around in a team setting. You know, all summer we're only throwing the ball if it's on air or whatnot. So being able to go against the defense to get real looks, you know, that always helps, and it felt good getting out here again.
Is it good to get away?
What, out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for me. I enjoy it. I know some guys feel differently about it, but you know, there's nothing else to do out here besides focus on football. And you know, last year I needed that, and you know, I'm just trying to gain from it out here again. Just focus on football and get better.
I saw Gerd had a reception today. You think he might dip into your totals?
Shoot, if he does, man, no worries. If it helps us win games, then so be it. But yeah, I mean, he's a better receiver than people give him credit for.
How have you worked on getting more explosive with the ball in your hands this offseason?
So just that goes back with Nico. You know, I'm a little slimmer. I lost like 5 pounds, but I gained 10 pounds of muscle. So I lost, you know, a decent amount of fat too. So just getting explosive there in the weight room. This is the leanest and best shape I've ever been in. So just trying to maximize my, you know, genetic potential for my body to, you know, that will always help during football.
A little bit of a tough day hanging on to the ball today for some of the pass catchers. As a leader, do you kind of pull some of those guys aside and say, hey, you snap and clear and clean it up for tomorrow?
Yeah, and you know, I get it. Like, man, shoot, I go through, when it's days like this, I go through 3-4 pairs of gloves a day. You know, I'm sweating through the sticky part. So, you know, but when it's like that, you just got to concentrate extra on the football. And, you know, guys are tired too, because no matter how good a shape you're in, that first practice is always going to be rough. So just cleaning up the little things, you know, when you get tired, you know, just concentrating, running through the ball and everything, and, you know, it'll take care of itself.
Being a leader of this team, what was some of the advice you gave to some of the newer faces that haven't experienced a camp like this?
Yeah, just, you know, make the most of it. Don't come in here with a mindset like, oh, we're being shipped off, like this is going to suck. Like, it's really, I think I enjoy it, honestly. You know, you're with some of your best friends all day. There's nothing else to do really besides just hang out with them, play football, and, you know, if you go into it with the right mindset, you can get a lot out of this place. And I know I did last year, and like I said, I'm trying to even do so again this year. But just going with the right mindset, attack each day, and you know, just make the most of it, really.
Do you get to pick your roommates as a veteran, or is it more you get assigned a roommate?
I mean, you kind of get a say. It kind of goes off like age. So Pat Gerd and I are the same age, so he and I are together. And position, obviously.
How important is he to this team?
Yeah, he's extremely important. You know, he's going to help myself out in the offense a ton. I won't have to do as much, you know, fullback kind of sniffer stuff like I did last year, and I can do more on the ball or be out wide. So having a guy like that always helps. And you know, I said it earlier, but if he needs to sneak out and catch a pass every now and again, you know, he's good for it.
Gerhardt and Zaharsky are obviously chomping at the bit. What's the potential for those two guys as you see them continue to develop and advance?
Yeah, 2 young guys who, you know, have improved. It's night and day since, you know, they first got here, and I've been around them. Starting like with Nico, they changed their bodies, bigger, stronger, and faster than they've ever been. But they're both smart kids too. You know, I give them a lot of credit there being young, because they're really only going to be sophomores. It'll be their second season, but you know, they know the offense really well. You know, it's not like when they get put out there. You know, there's a couple times last year or whatever, you kind of bite your tongue a little bit because you don't know what they're going to end up doing. But you know, you don't worry about that anymore. And like I said, they're great players. A little bit different. Gavin's more of a traditional wide tight end, and then Devin's kind of a fullback type guy. But they're both great at what they do, and they can do both.
Cool. Thanks, brother.